everyone, welcome to Practically.
We've been learning alive, and today we are going to solve 50 most important questions of mathematics that may come in your exam tomorrow. The same we did for science, and we got many questions, around 10 out of 60, the same board exam that came yesterday. So maybe today it can help you. Let's start. Question number 1 now.
Savita has a lamp placed at the center of her square yard, each side measuring 20 meters. So first let us draw the square. This is 20 meters. The light of lamp casts a circle of radius 10 meters on the yard. What area of the yard is not lit by the lamp? So this is 20. So this is 10, this is 10. That means circle touches all the sides of the square.
Correct.
Now we have to find the area of the yard which is not lit by the lamp. So we have to find
This area.
this area.
Correct.
So that's a simple thing.
I think this is a very simple question. If you all can notice, this question has a square and a circle, and this is a shaded area. So how can we solve it, ma'am, now?
We have to subtract area of circle from the area of square.
Okay,
Simple.
then it is very simple.
So what is the area of square? Area of square is 20 into 20.
Which is side square.
So 400
Okay.
square meters.
Okay.
Then what is the area of the circle? Pi. What is radius? 10.
10.
Make sure it is in pi, so you need not simplify it.
Correct.
So it is 100 pi.
Okay, so now we have to subtract the area. So we have.
So area of required region
Correct.
is
And that will be.
400 minus 100 pi.
So we don't have to write all the things because it's just an MCQ. You can always save your time. If you are sure that we are subtracting it, start looking for whichever is the correct option and then 400 minus 100 pi. You can always do that because it's math and you have achieved the answer. If you can solve it without error, you can put it. Let's solve the next one. Okay, you go ahead.
So in the triangle ABC shown below, angle X is to angle Y is 1:2.
Okay.
And it's also given angle B is 90. So it's very simple. 1:2, it should be 30 and
So
60.
they must be asking something. I think we have missed it. It was asking some tan values. Tan of x. Let's say we find tan of x. It doesn't matter. I can find any value, but this is our trigonometric question. So let's start with tan of x. Okay.
So it is X, Y, it's in the ratio of 1:2 and we have angle B is 90 degrees. So
Okay.
when it is 90, it's easy, it's simple that it should be 30 and 60. Otherwise you can calculate X plus 2X plus 90 is 180.
Correct.
So
So
this
wait,
is,
I can say that this angle is A, this angle is 2A.
yeah.
Correct. So A plus 2A plus 90 should be equal to 180. This will, I think you people are smart now. So A will be equal to 360. So it will be 20. Sorry, 30. So now if it is 30, so A is 30 and 2A is 60. So I consider this as
30.
30,
This is 60.
60. So
Now
it's
that we found the angles, what is
Okay.
tan X?
tan of 30.
Tan 30.
Everyone knows it, 1 by root 3. So we have A as the correct option. Okay. Now let's solve question number 3. Okay, let me solve it. Which of the following numbers can be written as a non-terminating but recurring? See, it's a very simple case of, what do you say, non-terminating recurring. This means it's talking of a rational number. Okay, recurring is always rational. So if you always remember, denominator cannot be, so denominator can be 2 or 5 or any powers of 2 and 5. Correct?
Yes.
So obviously this is irrational. This is a perfectly like
Rational number.
correct. It's a
It's a-
rational number without any recurring decimals.
Yes.
Then we have this is power of 2. This can be,
Yes.
but this will terminate.
Yes.
What happens if we get 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n? It terminates. Okay, and if we don't get this, then it is
Non-terminating,
or
recurring.
yes. So non-terminating will be the case of 5 by 12. Also, you can see that 5 by 12 is around 0.4 and it will keep on going. But for this, we should always prefer to do that using the powers of 2 and 5.
To
2
save
and 5
time.
Correct. 2 and 5 are there, terminating. Not there, not terminating. Okay, let's solve the next one.
In the figure given below,
This
O
is very big, you should solve. Okay.
O is the center of the circle. PR and RQ are chords of the circle.
Okay.
So PR and RQ are the chords of the circle.
Okay.
The radius of the circle is 5 centimeters.
Okay.
and PR is 8 centimeters, QR is 6 centimeters. We have to, okay, given angle PRQ is 90. Yeah, so we have to find the area of shaded region. So it's already given, we have to find the area of shaded region.
Okay, so in just one thing here, even if they have given this radius or not, you can always use the Pythagoras theorem to find this. Okay, so let's begin.
So it's already given. So we'll be subtracting the area of triangle from the area of semicircle. Same thing as the first problem, right?
Okay.
So what is the area of semicircle? Pi r square by 2, correct? So what is the radius? 5. So 25 pi by 2. This is the area of circle. Next, area of triangle.
Semicircle. Let's write semicircle so that they don't confuse.
Yes, semicircle.
Okay.
And what is the area of triangle? Half into base into heights.
Because it's a right angle triangle, we will always consider this as the sides containing the right angle, and that's why.
Yes, so we can use half into base into height. So
very
this
easy.
is 24. So 25 pi by 2. So this is the area of shaded region, right? So I am writing SH here.
Okay.
Minus
Area of triangle.
24.
So let's see if anyone of the option matches. I think ma'am you missed 2 writing here.
Yeah, so it is.
So it is 25 by 2 pi. Okay. So we got this question from CBSE, and that's the reason we may have missed a little by writing. Why? Because it's a very recent paper. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's begin.
Next.
This question I should solve. Okay. So let's begin. See, in this question, what is written? Shown below are the graphs of the line this, and this. Now you note just one thing in this question. There is a graph. This is a very important question. There is a graph, and they are asking that which of these solution is the pair of equation, this and this. Now what comes in our mind is that, what do you say?
We'll be solving everything. We won't be looking at the graph. We'll
Correct.
be just taking the equation.
And we'll say that P and Q is there, and we'll go D.
Option.
And that's why it will become wrong, because you are not looking still at the graph. Now maybe the graph is little blurred for you, but still you can always see this is 4, because this is lines you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, and this line intersection with which line? X plus Y, this line. So this is 1 line, 2 lines. So you can always find this value 4, 2. They played you. They played with your mind. They forced you into so many things that you missed one thing, which is the coordinate axis itself. That's why this graph, this question will become wrong. So this answer is actually wrong. What's the correct answer? The correct answer is X is 4 and Y is 2. That's the correct answer. Okay. So I hope you have understood. This is a very good, let's mark it as a star question, something new, and you should be aware of. So what CBSE has done, they have given you this question so that you remember what kind of tricks they can play with you in the exam.
Yes, so you have to always look at the diagram, graph, or whichever is given.
Correct.
Yes.
And everything you read, understand, then you move. Don't look at, okay, this cannot be solved only. Okay, let's move to the next question, ma'am. Every surface area volume you take.
Okay, this is Q.
Okay, no issues.
A vessel having 30 meter cube of water is emptied through 2 openings, one small and the other large.
Okay.
Water flows out through the smaller opening at the rate of U meter cube per hour.
Okay.
Next, through the larger one at the rate of V meter cube per hour. Given that 3U plus 2V is equals to 70. So we have only one linear equation here. But, okay, and the vessel gets fully emptied. So this is important. In 1 hour, what is V? Since it gets fully emptied, can we take U plus V is equals to 30? Yes.
Okay, this explain it to me again. How can you take U plus V?
Because it is.
Because it is, there are 2 openings, correct?
Yes, smaller opening and larger opening.
So basically, we can say that if there is a vessel, it has certain 2 openings, one bigger and one small. The water is coming out of them. Consider that it is filling some other vessel. So basically, this is filling at U, this is filling at
V.
So every...
And it's getting fully emptied.
And it's fully filling this.
Yeah.
So all this 30 meter cube
will be filled in the other vessel.
Correct. So what will happen is we can say that every hour, correct? Every hour U meter cube is coming out. So in 1 hour, how much will come out? U into 1 meter cube. Because they are same considered as speed into what? Correct. Speed into time
Yeah.
is distance. Same way you complete this. Rate of flow into the time is giving you volume. Now the next will be V. So this will fill U meter cube and this will fill V meter cube. And that's why ma'am said that
U plus V can be taken as 30.
30.
U plus V equals to 30.
30. That's the second equation. So this is a very good equation. You can write, ma'am. This is a very good equation because what you get to see is a surface area question combined with a linear equation. Okay. So now you can solve. I
So
think
there
you
are two
people are
linear
smart now.
equations. Yeah, you can use any method to solve. So I'm just multiplying this with 3.
So it becomes 3u plus 3v.
3u plus 3v equals to 90. So consider these two equations. So subtract. So this is minus v equals to minus 20.
So v comes out to be
So v
20.
equals to 20.
This is why you should always see they were asking v. We didn't go and ma'am didn't write even u. Okay, she was eliminating u and not eliminating v. Why? Save time.
Yes.
Otherwise you will put 10 5.
Yes, again we have to substitute and it will take longer time. So v equals to 20 meter cube. We got the answer.
Okay, so let me just take this correct answer. I hope everyone
Yes.
has taken the screenshot. Let's move to the next question. Okay, this is my favorite question. So now, see what happens when you get 2 digits. Just remember this funda. Okay, I always teach this on. I call it original number. So what happens now? Original number, I consider this as my, let's say, digit. I'm giving you the concept also, so all this problem will be easy. I say this is my tens digit. Of course, this is my units digit. So tens digit multiplied by x and the units digit multiplied by 1. So this will be, why you write this? Consider 35. You multiply 3 by 10. You multiply 5 by 1. Then only you will get the number 35 mathematically. Correct? So what is original number? Without shifting. Then I tell reverse number, just shift. If you shift, you get 10y plus x. Now you read and do whatever this question is suggesting you. Sum of the digits is given. So what is given, ma'am, then?
X plus y
9 is given.
Yes.
Now what is happening?
27 is subtracted
Wait.
from the
So if 27 is subtracted, we wait. 27 is subtracted from
number.
the number. So minus from where? Original number. What happens?
Its digits are interchanged.
So the number flips. Simply flips. So you get the number, reverse number. If you remember this, you will always get to the equation. Now I think you people is very easy.
This is equal.
Correct. Original number is what? I just remember this is 10x plus y minus 27 and reverse number is 10y plus x. Let's just simplify. So x here, it will become 9x minus 9y equals to 27. Divide by 9 to make it more easy for you to do. X minus y equals to 3. Here is 1 and here is 2. What do you need to do?
You can directly add.
Correct.
Eliminates.
See. So x plus x will give you 2x equals to 12. So x is equal to 6. So y should be 3. 6 plus 3 is 9. So x is 6, y is 3.
We have to
Find the product. They will play with you. They will do what? They will put the first option as 63. Hai
Yes,
they do
yes,
this all.
this happens.
This happens. So what we will have? What you will see? Oh, this I got 63. Hip hip hooray! And what will happen? This will go away. We were asking you product. So 6 into 3, which is the correct answer, 18. That's the correct answer. See, this was my favorite, so I took it from ma'am and I solved it. So next question, she will solve. Okay.
Okay.
This
So-
is the assertion reason, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's start.
So this is assertion reason type. We are given two equations.
Okay.
So what is assertion? The given pair of equations can be reduced to a pair of linear equations in two variables.
Okay.
This is the assertion.
Okay.
And what is the reason given for this? In the given equations, y can be substituted by 1 by p.
Let's break one by one.
Yes.
Each student. Let's focus only on the assertion.
Assertion.
Okay. What it says is that this can be reduced. What do you say?
Can it be reduced? Yes, right? So we can take 1 by x equals to
So I can take 1 by x is equal to, let's say, some value
m will
alpha.
take alpha, anything.
Anything.
Anything you
Let's
can
say m.
Okay.
So what I get 2m plus 5y is equal to 15. And the other will be 3m plus 6y is equal to 7. Okay.
So we reduced it. Now, what is the reason? In the given equations, y can be substituted by 1 by p. So this is the reason given.
Now it seems that this is wrong.
Yeah. Why? Because if we substitute y equals to 1 by b, it won't be a linear equation, right?
Correct.
But sir, is this correct then?
No, but because see this question assertion said that first of all it said that can you reduce it? I said yes. Now when I'm reading reason, I should not read in connection with assertion first. I should read it independently. This means can I go and substitute y as 1 by p? Why can't I? I can go and write y is equal to 1 by Pranati, which is Pranati's man name. Okay, I can substitute that. No one is stopping me from replacing this. Will it make a reducible linear equation? No. But does this say this line at comma? Will it be a linear equation? Didn't say. So it's a true statement. Now what we do?
Here is a catch. Is reason the correct explanation of assertion?
No, because they are substituting y. If they would have said substitute x or 1 by x something, then it would have been correct.
Correct.
So this is true, but
reason is
not
not
the
the
correct
correct explanation of assertion.
this is where you people have to always remember, always read the assertion independent of the reason, read reason independent of the assertion, and then you connect.
Connect.
If you connect before, you will lead to
We'll be
this as
making a
false.
mistake.
And
Yes.
this is what they did in the also in the answer key.
Yes.
They wanted you to trouble with you with this thing. Okay. Let's move to the next question then. See, we are going very quickly.
This
You can
is-
always slow the speed on in the YouTube and then you can watch it. This
This is one of the easiest questions.
easiest.
Easy.
1 second.
1 second. So just look at x equals to 2 or x equals to minus 3, 0.
So, there are
Not
two
very-
factors,
Yeah.
two
So
zeros.
done. It's like,
We don't even have to find what
Yeah.
the zeros are. We have to count how many. 1 and that's 2. If I give you one more factor x plus 4, okay, one more. If I give you 1, if I write, okay, wait here. Some people think that, if I write x, it won't be a fact, it won't be a 0, it will be.
Be a zero.
That x will be
Zero.
equal to 0. So always remember. And if you want to make it even tough, you know what I can say? I can say what are the non-zero zeros.
this is tricky, right?
This is tricky. If I say non-zero zeros, it means you cannot take a 0 which is 0. You get? Okay.
So many zeros.
Yeah. So I'm saying you cannot take a non-zero zero as 0. So you cannot take x as 0 because you have to take only non-zero zeros,
Yes.
which are not 0. So not zeros are 2, minus 3, minus 4, like that. But you cannot take x 0 because it's a 0
Yeah.
and a 0. Okay.
So lucky that is not your question. So this is
Correct.
2.
Okay, let's move to the next one.
Next question.
Okay. This is considered to be a very trigonometry easy question. There are two things that you have to remember. To solve this question, you should not do this. That secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. So I can write a plus b, a minus b, and I can write this. For this question, see the answers can be written in sine and cos. So just go ahead, simply write tan as sine by cos and write cot as cos by sine. Take the LCM. What will you get? So ma'am, you can tell me what will we get?
Sine square theta
Plus cos square theta divided by sine theta cos theta. Correct.
Simple. Yeah.
Now you notice this is 1 and anything which is in denominator's denominator goes to the numerator and multiplies to it. This is in denominator's denominator. So consider this. This I can write as 1 by 1. No one is stopping me. So what I am seeing is denominator's denominator. So it will go to numerator. So sine into cos will go to numerator. And we know sine square plus cos square is, which is very simple.
Simple.
Okay, so we will get the option as A. Let's solve the next one. Ma'am, you can solve. This is a very... Okay, let's solve.
Yeah. So in the figure below, PQR is a right angled triangle, right angled at P.
Okay.
A perpendicular line PS is drawn from P to QR.
Okay.
So PR equals to 5 centimeters, PQ equals to 12 centimeters. What is RS by SQ? So we have to find RS by SQ. You might be wondering, like, how would we solve? Should we take all the Pythagoras theorem and all?
No.
Should we take?
No, I think if they are so very 90s, I'll go for similar.
Similar triangles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can take PQR one triangle, PSR is another triangle, PSQ is another triangle. So we have 3 triangles. We can use the concept of similar triangles.
And we can write the similar triangles. So to always solve the similar triangles, I tell you one trick, okay? Never ever, in these questions in MCQs, never ever think in terms of variables. Think in terms of fixed angles. Doesn't change. let me say that this angle is 60. No one is stopping me. No one can, because they are not asking the exact value. They are asking ratio.
Yes.
So I can say this is 30. So what will be this? 60. So this is 90. So this is 90. So what will be this? 30. Now you can comfortably match which angle is matching to which angle, and you can write the correct ratios.
Yes.
So let's say take two triangles, ma'am. PQ.
So I'll take big triangle
Okay,
and
big
PSR.
triangle.
Okay,
Fine.
then what will be QR? So we'll find that.
That's Pythagoras.
Yeah.
12 and 5 is given, ma'am.
Triplets.
So
So this is 13.
12, 13.
13.
Correct.
So I'll just write 13 here.
Correct.
Now
That's
we'll
right.
take two triangles. PQR.
PQR. Now we have to write the correct name.
Yeah.
The moment you write correct name, everything becomes like super clear. So P is what? 90 degree.
So S.
Okay. You are taking smaller one, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So S is smaller. Now Q is what? 30 degree.
Yes.
Where is 30 here? This
P.
P. Okay. And R is what? 60 degree. And R is matching to R here.
Yeah.
So R. Which theorem? AA. Because all angles are matching here. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
So-
we can write the ratios.
Yes. So these are similar triangles.
Okay.
Now what do we want to find? RS
RS
by
and
SQ.
There is
So
RS.
There is RS, and we have to consider another triangle for SQ.
Q. So we can take another PQR with another one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So first, let me take this. So PQ by, so RS. So I'll take RP
Okay.
by
And this will be RS.
Yes.
Because you are taking PR, so you will take SR
Yes.
or SR or
RS,
Correct.
anything. Then we'll take
So you can write
QR.
PR by RS.
Yeah. And this is PR. Okay.
No, first we can write PR by SR. No? What do you say?
PR by SR.
PR. We'll take first this and we'll take this second.
Yeah. Okay.
It will be easy.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just quickly do that.
Yeah.
Because this ratio will come faster.
Yes,
for
yes,
this, correct?
yes, yes.
Yes. So
I guess we can also eliminate options.
Yes,
If we get that.
that's what.
Yes.
So let's try. PR, the first two letters of this, now the first and last letter of that.
RS.
RS. Wait, I'll give you the pen too. Yeah. RS. Okay. Now you have, this will become, now you are taking QR.
QR,
Okay.
yes.
You take QR.
This.
Okay, I will raise it. Okay, you can raise it. QR,
Yeah.
fine.
So we are taking QR. Here it is PR.
Always remember, when you correctly write the triangle name, you can always select the same position letters and keep on writing. You don't even need to see the diagram itself. It's like gone.
Yes.
Okay, unless you read the values. So PR and RS I want, but
Yeah.
RS I want and SQ I want. I don't
Yeah.
have SQ.
Okay. So this is 5. This is RS is
RS I don't know.
yes. So we are finding that QR is 13.
Okay.
PR is 5.
Okay. So I can
So-
find RS.
Yeah. So RS equals to 25 by 13.
13.
Now,
RS.
can we eliminate the option, sir? Looking at this.
See, I don't know. 13 is there. I will not get 5 by
Okay.
12 for sure. This I know.
Yes.
25 is a very 25 can I get. 13 also I can get. Now I have to solve one more.
One.
I'm not
Okay.
sure. So which one are you going to take?
Now we'll take any two triangles. Again, we'll take bigger triangle.
PQR. Let us write the another right angle triangle in the correct name. Okay, ma'am, you can change the color and write. Yeah. Okay. So what will be the, now we'll take the bigger. So for P 90 degree, what's the bigger 90?
S.
S, correct. For PQ, Q is 30 degree. So what is 30 in this triangle?
Q.
Again Q. And we are left with SQP.
P.
Okay.
So
Now we will use the same concept.
yes. Sir.
What we want SQ this time. ma'am.
Yes. So we'll take PQ.
We will take the first two letters so that we can get SQ. That's so this is, I told you this is lengthy. So PQ by SQ, then it will be equal to what?
QR by QP.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Actually, QP is also PQ.
Yeah. So
So divide by PQ only.
yeah, divide by PQ.
Okay. Now PQ is how much? 12.
12. So 12, 12.
Okay.
So I'm solving it here.
12.
So SQ by
No.
no. So okay.
Just okay, directly you
Yeah, SQ
PQ
equals
into
to PQ square,
So
right?
12 square.
Yeah. So
Okay.
PQ square by
QR.
QR.
Okay.
So this is what? 12 square, 144,
And QR was.
13.
So now if you see, if you divide, now you don't even apply more range. Just see, this is the only two values. 13 has to go. You
Yeah.
can't have 13 factors. So save your time by doing this. Okay. But you realize something. Every time the side square was happening. So now learn this. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Why we should solve this much time in the exam? Learn it as a formula or whatever you say. These sides ratio square will be the ratio of this side by this side. You can always. I would have used the angle bisector theorem, but it was not bisecting the angle.
Yes,
That's
it's
why I
not
couldn't
given.
use it.
Yes.
But then the ratio is nothing but the square of these sides. That's direct. This side square. This side square. Done. And you remember this, and then it will be
So,
1
sir
second.
has also mentioned a trick. You can use it in your exam.
And 1 second you can solve this. And even the other person will take 2-3 minutes. Correct?
Yeah.
So let's move to the next one. 12. Okay, I'll take this. Very easy. See, all easy is for me. So, RPT, I'm just reading this. You people are smart, read it. RPT is RQS. RPT, this angle is same as RQS, this angle. That's done. Correct? We know now that these two angles are nothing but corresponding angles. So this implies what? That these two lines are correct. The moment they become parallel, our life is sorted. Why? Because now you see, you have to prove that RSQ is similar to RTP by which theorem? Where is RSQ? This triangle. Where is RTP? This complete. I can completely say that this is X, this is X. So this is Y, this will also be Y.
Yes.
And this is Z common. So what I get? Angle, angle, angle. First of all, can you get a right angle? Are you talking about it? Now you eliminate. Does they give you any side length? How will you compare the side ratio then? Gone. How will you compare the side ratio then? Gone. I won't even read it. I will say, okay. So let's solve the next one. Okay. Question number 30. Which of these is a rational number? You solve.
So is pi 22 by 7? No, no. But
No.
people, yeah, but it is pi is 22 by 7.
Because pi
So-
is an.
So I'll take 22 by 7. That is rational number, sir.
No, you can't take. She is like kidding me right now. Pi is 22 by 7 is an approximation for all your physical calculation. Otherwise, if someone asks you, go make a this radius and find the circumference of it, what will you tell him? Sir, it is 3.14 and it is going into 2 into the radius is, let's say 7. I keep on multiplying it. No. So you say, instead of doing this, let's say 22 by 7. You will say, oh, now I can say it is 44 meter.
Yeah.
Or 44 centimeter, depending upon if it is a tractor wheel or a small toy car wheel. But now you can tell him the circumference. Why you need a circumference? To calculate the speed and the other parameters related to physics. For pure mathematics, we always take pi as 3.14 and so on. For practical purpose, we have understood as 22 by 7. It's an approximation.
So this is not rational number.
Pi is irrational.
Rational number. Always remember, because when you see like 22 by 7, got it.
3
You
pi,
take.
yeah. So,
Yeah, okay.
so this
That
is not.
irrational. 5 root 5 irrational.
Okay.
We can eliminate. Next 0.34 6 bar.
Correct. These two
And-
are going infinitely.
Yeah. But in the D, is there any other number repeating or recurring?
There is no pattern.
3,
I
4,
cannot
5,
find a
2,
pattern. If I
3,
keep
7,
on
2.
digging, no, there is no
No.
pattern. Here I can find the pattern, but
Yeah. So we can come down to option D.
option C.
Option C. Sorry. Option C. Option
Okay.
C is rational number.
Okay, so then it's a very, when you get a pattern, it's a completely simple, it's a rational number. If you don't get a pattern, then it's an
Irrational.
irrational number. Let's move to the next one. Again, this is a lengthy problem. You solve.
So shown below are the three triangles. The measure of two adjacent sides and included angle are given for each triangle. So it is SAS, right? Two sides, included angle. Which
Okay.
of these triangles are similar? So we'll first check options. RPQ, XZY. RP's
Q.
RP by P. Yeah. So RP by PQ will take
6 by 4, yes.
Yeah.
We will find all the ratios, so we are aware.
yes.
6 by 4 is,
XZ by ZY.
okay.
So what is XZ? X. Okay, do not take equal to here.
We are just checking whether they
Yes.
are equal or not. So
Yeah,
RP
6
is,
by 4.
okay, which is 3 by 2,
Yes.
and that is 9 by
9 by
6.
6. Again 3 by 2.
I think it worked.
Yes.
And the packing angle was also same.
Same. So,
So
this,
what we can say?
yeah. But should we check other options also?
Then I
Because,
will be happy. I was about, ma'am, this is A and I'm going no. I've done
Yeah.
SAS. No, but,
but
we-
see, there is a last option. See, all triangles are similar. So we have to check this as well. Now what is this? MNL. So MN by NL.
seems to be 4 by 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this means that gone.
Gone.
It can't be because 3 by 2. No.
Yes.
But we should always see that there is an option which says all.
Yes.
Because I may have said it this time I was saved luck, but not every time.
Time. Yes. So make sure you do everything and then come to a conclusion. So here it's option A.
Correct, because only these two are similar, these two are not similar. Okay, so let's move to the next one. 15. Okay, let's solve again an easy question. Somehow what has happened in this thing, all easies are odd number. Okay, so let's start. Two angles given, simple trigonometry you have to apply, simple trigonometry. Okay, the length of this is nothing but length of this minus the length of this. Okay, now we know tan 45 is 1, so we know that tan 45 is 1, and I know tan is what?
Sine by cos.
Sine by
Or
cos
opposite
by base.
adjacent, yeah.
Yeah, adjacent you can call it. So 45, this should be 45, then only 45 divided by 45 will become 1. I got it. Now 30 is a catch. So tan 30 will be what? In the bigger triangle, tan 30 will be CD divided by AC. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3, if I'm right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I missed sometimes, so I'm just checking that she knows also the same. CD is 45 and this is, I don't know, so it is 45 root 3. AC is 45 root 3. So 45 root 3 is bigger, minus 45. This seems to be the correct answer. It will just catch your eyes the moment you see minus. There is no option in minus. If it was double option, I would have seen it again. This is one single option, so I know this I have to subtract. Okay, so let's move to the next one. So there are 50 questions, 50. We have solved 15 questions, 1 5. So now we will solve the 16th, which says that which of these is the polynomial whose zeros are given. Okay, so here you have to remember just one thing. That is very simple. The zeros are given, not the sum of the zeros and the
Product of the zeros.
so we should remember that equation, which was that x square minus sum of zeros. So I'll consider it alpha plus beta. I'm considering this as alpha beta, my memory, and then plus alpha beta. This is how you write a polynomial. Okay. Okay. So let's start. Okay. You can consider k also here. That's a multiplying factor. But for now, we are just going with this flow. If nothing matches, we'll think of something. So now it is alpha plus beta. So 1 by 3 minus becomes 3 by 4 times x. And what is the product here? Let's do it directly. 3 and 3 gone. So minus 1 by 4. I have eaten one step, which you should also do in the exam. Eat that step. So now 12 minus 9 is 3 by 4x minus 1 by 4. I cannot see.
4 minus 9 by 4.
Oh, this should be 12. See, I missed it. 12, 4.
4 minus 9.
4 minus 9. Oh, sorry. My bad. I was in a very fast hurry. So this is minus 5. Let me erase this and write it again. So minus, still learning. So minus 5 by 12. So 4 minus 9 by 12. So it is minus 5 by 12. Now you see this is 12. So what you can do, that's what I was talking about, a multiplicating factor k. We can now multiply this whole equation by 12 to get rid of this 12. So what it will be? 12x square. This will be minus 5x. This will be 12 times 3. Which is the correct option? So 12 minus 5 minus 3.
Option.
This was a little, what do you say?
It's a memory base. You have to remember this, otherwise
You
you're
will
done.
not. Okay,
Yeah.
let's move to the next one. Okay, this seems to be simple.
Simple.
Oh, you got the odd ones. That's the reason. Okay, let's start. Which of these numbers you can read from?
Which of these numbers can be expressed as product of 2 or more prime numbers? So 15 easy, 3 times 5.
Okay,
Both are
so
prime.
we can write this is 3 times 5. Both are prime numbers. Done?
Okay. Third one, 15 times 13. So
Done.
so
But there is an option for all.
so now we have to do prime factorization.
3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
It will take your time now.
But remember, there is a catch. Let ma'am do it.
This will take our entire.
Now you see, the question says which of these can be expressed as a product of 2 or more prime numbers. 2 or more. This is still a prime number, prime number, prime number. Every number can be expressed as a product of prime numbers.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
But can it be expressed as product of 2 or more? That's important. See, when I write 17, I cannot write it more than 1 is not a prime number, correct? So I cannot write it as a product of 2 or more prime numbers. But the moment I write such a big number, Oh, sorry. But the moment I write such a big number, I realize that now I've got 3. So will it be correct now?
Yes.
Because I've got 3 prime
Yeah.
numbers.
Yes, and also this is not by 2, so we find something, it is anything you will be getting 2 or more.
Correct. This is the whole
Yes.
point. If you get 2 or more prime numbers, this is not written 2 or more different prime numbers.
Yeah.
This is a word catch. If it is written 2 or more different prime numbers, then it
We
is
have to
double.
solve everything.
Correct. To see that we are getting not only 2 but 3 or 7 or 5 or something. We should
Something
get
else.
2 or more.
Yes.
But I am not going to solve it. Correct?
Yeah.
Because now we will know that it is the option number D. Correct? That's the correct answer. Oh, the pen became it. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay. 18. Ma'am, you solve.
Okay, Romy is blindfolded and asked to pick one ball from each of the jars. The chance of Romy picking a red ball is same in. So yeah, in this what it is? Red ball.
4 red.
by total number of balls 8. In this 3 by total number of balls 6. In this 4 by 6.
6.
So this comes 1 by 2.
Okay.
This comes also 1 by 2. This is 2 by 3. So
Which is-
in which 2 jars it is same? 1 and 2.
4 and 2. So,
Yeah.
option
So
number
it's
3.
easy.
So, probability is generally easy for you unless you reach 12. Then we will meet. And we realize that it is not always easy. Okay, let's solve. This one is for me now. So now I've got 12, 45 is a factor of the numbers P and Q. Okay. I'm not given which numbers. Some random numbers P and Q. Which of the following will always have 1, 2, 4, 5 as a factor? Will always.
How will we know if we do not know P and Q? Sir, how can
That's
we
very simple. Whenever you're stuck in these kind of problem and these are new problem for you, always think of some smaller number. Let's say 10. Okay, is a factor of the number 2 and 5? No, is a factor of number P and Q. So 10 should divide something.
20.
So I will not take 10 to make your life little difficult. Let's say I take 5. So 5 is a factor of 25. It is also a factor of 30. Correct?
Yes.
Correct? This is very simple for everyone. Now, will it be a factor of sum? So this is my P and this is my Q. I am considering as a very small number because the rule should hold. Because these two are independent. So now 25 plus 30 is what? 55. Can 5 divide 55,
Yes.
man? Yes.
So
So it
five
is
is
a
a factor.
factor.
Yes.
So yes, it is. Now you see this number I can make this. Who will do that and find it? So you should do small numbers now. P into Q, 25 into 30 will be 750, ma'am.
Yes, 5 is a factor. Simple.
Now you can, so this is also done. P divided by Q. Now I am stuck, ma'am. 25 by 30. It cannot be divided by
5 is not a factor. No?
because it is a fraction or
Yes.
something, correct? So this means this is not true. You may have taken a number here and you would have got that also. To save you from that, let's try to make a very simple case. If this number, let's say this is the number x, this can divide P completely. So this can be written as x times k. Okay, so where x is this number and k is any other number because it can divide it. Q can also be written as x times m. M is some other number. Now if I add P plus Q, I will get xk plus xm. So I can take x common. What will I get? K plus m. Is it still x dividing it?
Yes.
Because it is a multiplication form, it is written like 5 into something. So what it means? X is a factor of this. True. If I multiply x into k with x into m, that is
Same
p into
thing.
q, can x still divide? Yes,
Yes.
it's multiplying. Now x square can also divide.
Yeah.
But can it be always? No. Now you see xk divided by xm. You are left with only k and m and you are not given whether k and m have x more.
Yes. Or is a factor.
It's a factor. Can you take more x out from k? Not given. So we will not say this is true.
So not always true. In this case, it's not. Since we have taken variables and solved.
Correct. So we will have 1 and 2, which is
1
the
and
option.
3. 1 and 2.
To 1 and
1
2,
and 2.
which is the option. Correct.
Yes.
Okay, let's take up the next one.
Okay. This is also one of the easiest questions.
Now she is getting all the easy question and I am getting the difficult. Okay.
Yeah, look at the numbers shown below. Which of the above numbers represent probabilities of the events? We know that it lies between 0 and 1, 0, 1 included. So 1, yes. 0.00, yes. 1 by 2, 0.5. Yes. 99%, 99 by 100. Yes. This is greater than 1. So no.
Okay.
Minus 0.5. No.
Again, negative probability.
Negative. Yeah.
So we have to always remember this simple thing. Probability of any event is always between 0 and 1, including 0 and 1. That's the maximum you go. So these are option 4 is right.
2, 4,
4
3,
is right.
6.
3 is right. And 6 is right.
Yeah. So
2
the
is
last
right.
one.
So the last one. Very simple, okay? Let's move to the next one. Okay. This is you solve. I'm not solving.
Okay, so a fire engine standing near a building extends its ladder to a length of 10 meters. It's given 10 meters
Okay.
to reach a certain window in the building. What is the height of the window from the ground? Means you have to find this,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So you have to find
The
this.
diagram is so clumsy, ma'am. Can
Yes,
you
sir. So we'll
please-
simplify this.
Yeah.
So this is 3.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is 6.
Okay.
This is 10.
Okay.
So let me also name A, B, C, D for convenience.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a quadrilateral we got. 6, 3, 10. This we have to find.
Okay.
So if I draw parallel, this is 6.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes. Same rectangle bunyan.
Yeah. Now, since this is 10, this is 6, can this be 8?
This has to be 90-degree, but
Yeah.
and this is a vertical height.
Yes.
So we always take this. The building is not like this. If it is
Yeah.
like this, it's gone. We
We
can't.
can't solve this.
Correct. So we are considering that we are drawing a line parallel. So this is 90
90.
corresponding angle.
10, 6, so 100 minus 36, 64. This is 8.
This is 8. This is 3 given.
This is 3. So 8 plus 3.
You don't need the pen also because 8 and 6 and 10 are the
Pythagorean
triplets,
triplets.
which we have remembered like heart by heart now. So this is the correct answer. Let's move to the next one. Now we are rushing because 50 questions. No.
Yeah.
We'll keep on solving for eternity. So assertion. This is given. This is given. Whether they form a consistent pair. Just remember one simple concept. The simple concept is if A by B or so let's say A1 upon A2 alak situation.
Because in NCERT it's given
Yeah.
that.
So A1 upon A2 I'll take. So if A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is equal to C1 upon C2, you get a consistent. Because everything same, you actually get infinite solution. But if A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2, you get a situation where the lines are intersecting. So that's the unique solution case. Now what you have got? You have got a unique solution or an infinite solution case. They are consistent because they give you the answer. In this case, if you notice 9 by 6 and 12 by 8 and minus 7 by minus 14. Let's start. 9 by 6 is what? 3 by 2. 12 by 8 is what? 3 by 2. That's not 3 by 2, that's 1 by 2. So A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 but is not equal to C1 upon C2. That's our biggest trouble. That's like the rails have come up. What's the rail? The rail that the two lines have become parallel.
So no solution.
No solution means inconsistent in mathematics. So no solution means inconsistent. So this whole assertion is wrong. I'll go assertion is false. Done my life.
Yeah, you don't need to get the
Reason now. Why you waste your time? See, whatever I have said, they have written the same thing. You compare, you are smart. A is false. Yes. D is the correct answer. Let's move to the next one. Now you solve this. Very easy, but you solve.
Two identical fair dice have numbers 1 to 6 written on their faces. Both are tossed simultaneously.
Okay.
What is the probability that the product of the numbers that turn up is 12? So what are the numbers 1, 2? So we'll have
We have to get the product as
12.
okay. Both the dice have the same number.
Yeah,
Okay.
both the dice are. So 2 and
6, 2, 6
Six
are 12.
3 and
4,
4.
3, 4 are 12.
4 and 3.
But why? Because the other die.
Yeah, so 4 comma 3, the other die.
Because there will be other die.
Yes.
Okay.
So 4 comma 3.
Okay.
5 we can't because it's not a factor of 12. 6 comma 2.
So basically, two dice. Just think of two numbers, multiply. You get 12.
That's
it is
it.
done.
So we are getting 4. And what are the number of outcomes? Total number of outcomes.
It will be like total. Here are 6. There are 6, 12.
36.
Okay, so you have to multiply. Okay, I was just kidding. Okay, so this will be 6 into
Yeah,
6.
don't take 6 plus 6.
Yeah, because we do it.
Yeah,
It should not.
it should
So
not be
4
done.
by 36.
1 by 9.
And that's how it is done. Easy, very easy questions. Let's move to the next one. How many zeros does this polynomial have? See, it's also a very simple question. If it is written 293x square minus 293x, the moment you have to find the zeros, you either factorize it or you put it to 0 and solve. So let's factorize it. 293x goes common. It will be x minus 1. Correct, ma'am?
Yes.
So now we have got, let's not talk about this because once I put it equal to 0, this is gone. I've got 1 0 which is actually 0 and 1 0 which is 1. So I've got 2 zeros. They are playing with you. They think that you will answer 0 because this is a 0, but they are not asking you to find the value of the 0. They are asking you to find the number of zeros. Always read the question. They can always ask you what is the sum of the zeros also. Okay? Or they can ask you something else. What's the difference of the zeros? There is no relation for difference of the zeros. So difference will be 1. Remember always one more thing. Difference is always considered to be positive. So you subtract a smaller number from a bigger number. So smaller is 0, bigger is 1. So answer will be 1. Okay. I'm telling you a lot of more questions than these questions. The variations will come in your exam. This is why CBSE allowed this paper. Okay, let's move to the. This will be completing the half mid mark.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
25
start.
questions. What's the value of q if p by 2 plus 3q equals to 6 and 2p minus 2q equals to 10?
Again, simple linear equation, two variables.
We can solve it by using
Elimination.
Yeah,
we can use-
elimination.
We have to find what? Q.
q.
So,
So,
ma'am,
we
just
have to
remove
eliminate
P.
p.
So we have to make this 2.
So we'll multiply by 4.
Correct. So let's
So-
multiply. This is a very simple, but you have to understand. You should not take LCM and waste your time. Just see what you have to eliminate and do.
Yeah, so we'll get 2p here.
This is what ma'am just started thinking and
So 12q
started doing.
equals 24. Next you put as it is 2p minus
2Q.
2q equals to 10.
Then you
Eliminate
to subtract.
12 plus 2, 14.
And that will be 14.
This is minus, so 14, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so q equals to 1. Yeah,
Super
so
easy.
super easy, yeah.
Like yeah, this is the super easy question. Okay, let's do the sixth. Okay, it is saying that what is the value of k, so that they have just now I told you the whole theory. I'm not going to solve it again. Go and watch the part previous. Infinite, every 3 ratios are equal. Done. Okay, every 3 ratios are equal. So a1 upon a2, that is 1 upon minus 3, should be equal to b1 upon b2 minus 2 by k, should be equal to c1 upon c2. Although I should write like 3 by minus 9, I should bring it to this side, but minus balances. If one of this thing is left hand and the other is right hand, then it may bring errors. So, but now it is easy. So I will take this only and solve. So k is nothing but multiply this, so 6. See, these questions you can solve in sleep now. Okay, this is 6. Okay, let's solve the next one. Okay. Oh, this is tricky. So
Okay.
let's start.
So in the figure below, RT equals to 1 centimeter,
And
OQ
OQ is 3.
3 centimeters was the area of shaded region. Now you might be wondering there's no radius.
How can you solve?
How can you solve? There's no radius.
Yeah.
So okay, is OS radius, sir?
Yes, it is.
Is OR radius?
No.
No. So we'll take OR equals to x,
Okay.
and then this is 3.
Okay, because this is 3.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So now we'll be using Pythagoras theorem here.
But this the radius but this is also radius. And
Yes, this is
40.
also radius.
okay.
This is also radius, and this is so radius is x plus 1.
Okay. Because this complete now becomes the radius.
Yeah.
And this also becomes the radius. Correct. So now you can use Pythagoras theorem. This becomes x plus 1. Now it's easy. But
So-
remember when you are using Pythagoras, here is that 90.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So let's start.
Yeah. So this is x square plus 3 square is equals to x plus 1 whole square.
So expand it directly. X square plus 1 plus 2x. That we expand directly.
X square plus 9.
Correct. So x is okay. This is simple.
So 2x equals to 8. X is 4.
Okay. So we have got x as 4.
So should we take radius this? No. X plus 1 is radius.
So 5. Okay.
So 5.
So now I'll solve this from this side because that side is gone. So radius is 5. Pi. What's the area of shaded region? You just tell me what should I write. I'll write.
It's a quarter circle, so pi by 4 r square.
Oh, it's a quarter circle also. Pi by 4 r square, which is 5 square.
Minus 3 times 5. 3 times 5.
With 3 times this x.
It's 4.
Correct.
4.
Yes. Because we have to multiply the length and width of the rectangle, which is x here. So 3 times
If you
x.
take 5, you would have gotten wrong because that is there in the option.
So this is how this is missed.
Yeah.
See, this you should not miss it. So this is 12. These are gone, but still they are tricking us here. 25 by 4 is 6 something. I just know 4 6 are 24. I won't take my give time and waste it here. 12. So this will be 6 minus 0.25 pi minus 12. Correct. This was a good question. So far, now we got something which is different, little, because this you have to find. Okay. Let's do the next one now. Okay. So you want it from that? Okay. So 5.
This is
Again,
also,
probability. No?
yeah.
5.
Okay, such big question. Shown below is the board divided into 6 identical sectors with a pointer that can be spun on it. This is a pointer.
Yeah.
When a pointer is spun, it spins for some time, comes to a stop on a sector.
Whatever.
Chances of it stopping on any sector are equal.
Because you people study equal probability.
Yeah.
Equal distribution probability. Okay.
Arif wants to color some sectors green. How many sectors should he color green so that probability of the pointer stopping on a green sector is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 should be his probability. Now will be, what are the total number of outcomes? 6, right? Now this is the
We don't know the
multiplex.
number. Let's say x.
Yeah. So it is
6 by 3,
Yeah.
which is 2. It's like the most easy questions you
yeah.
get.
Just question is long, but then it's easy question.
Okay, let me solve this. Now, after some time, the odd numbers have become a little tricky.
Yeah.
So, this is a circle. There is a square inside. Okay. And there is a triangle, but it is a right angled isosceles triangle. So, this is a right angled isosceles. If this is 1, this is 1. Okay. The point marked O is the center, whatever. And we have to find the shaded area. That's the very common question. Okay. Although not written, just understand. Okay. Now, apply your ninth concept. This is a rectangle, first of all, correct?
Yes.
Because all are 90 degree.
Yes.
But if in a rectangle, the adjacent side becomes equal, the adjacent sides become equal,
It's
then
square.
correct. So if it's a square, then this is 1 and this is 1, the radius is 1. That's what we needed to find. Now you have got the radius 1. Now here is a simple way to solve it. You can go ahead, find the area of this triangle, whatever this thing and all. Don't do this. Can I say, man, that this is a part of a circle?
Yes.
And it is subtending some certain part at the center? It is subtending 90 degree. Can I not say that this is kind of a quadrant only?
Yes, sir. Because it's 90 degrees.
Because this is a part of a circle and the circle is subtending certain angle. So I can use area of sector only.
Yes.
But it is subtending 90 degree. I can still
Directly,
correct.
we can take pi
Because these are 4 equal parts. You can also match, just apply. These are 4 equal parts. So basically nothing, they are quadrant only.
Yes.
This is quadrant, just shifted from your eyesight to be turned like this. So it's just pi r square. Don't even apply sector formula. Pi r square by 4. Do you know r is 1? So what do you get? Pi by 4. And this is a complete square. So if I subtract this from the complete square, what shall I get?
We'll be getting shaded.
Correct. So I'll take the area of an area of square is again easy. Side is 1. So 1 square minus. So 1 minus pi by 4. Now you understand? This question seemed to be such complex, but was such an easy question because you need to see the correct sector. Otherwise, what all students or many students will do, let's find this triangle area. Now let's try to find this segment area or something. Now they'll think. Don't
Then
think.
they leave the question.
And done. It's actually such a small question than any other question. So let's solve the next one. Oh, now you solve this.
Yeah. So alpha is an acute angle. Alpha A. Okay. Sin alpha plus cos alpha is greater than 1, less than 1, equal to 1.
Okay.
Or we cannot say any of these as it depends on the value of A.
Alpha.
Yeah, alpha.
Okay.
Yeah. So alpha is an acute angle. Shall we take an example of an acute angle?
0 degree.
0 degree is an acute angle.
0 degree is an acute angle. We are told that anything less than 90 degree is an acute angle.
Anything between 0 and 90 is acute angle.
So this is where
Yes.
you may have missed. If you take 0, gone.
Then no option. Then you'll go on this option you'll go, and then you're done.
Yeah, so alpha. So 0 and alpha are between 90 and 0 and 90.
so
Okay.
this is the alpha.
Okay.
So
Any value we can take now, 45.
yeah, sine 45 or sine 30, anything you can take. So what is sine 45?
1 by root 2.
This is also 1 by root 2.
So 2 by root 2.
2 by root 2.
Which is root 2. Which is 1.414.
Greater than 1.
But will we get always? Can we check for 30
Yes.
also?
So we'll check 30 sine 30 1 by 2
Okay.
plus cos 30 root 3 by 2.
Okay.
Again root 3 plus 1 by 2. Root 3 is already 1.7. So 1.7 plus 1.
2.7.
Yeah.
Divide by
By
2.
two.
Something
So-
1 point.
Yeah.
So we'll always get greater than 1.
Yeah.
Some people may think, let's put alpha 0. They will get cos alpha 1. They will think equal to 1. Or they will say put alpha 0 will give you this 0, cos alpha 1. Alpha 90 will give you this 1 and this 0. You will get 1. But you cannot put 0 and 90.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah, you're gone. Otherwise, you will think like for different angles there is different value, so we cannot.
Because someone can think that for 45 I got 1 point something, for 0 I got 1. So it is like both.
Yeah.
So it can change, but this is not. This is a good question again. Although such a easy question, but good question. Let's take the next one then. So very easy. Okay. In this figure, DE is parallel to AC, and DF is parallel to AD. Let's talk about later. Okay. I have to find BF by FE. See, the point is, remember BPT, basic proportionality theorem, and make your life easy. So you see this triangle just, and don't look at the other triangle. What is this value? E, D, A, C, and B. So what can we write, ma'am, directly?
So BF by FP, B.
No, I'm taking this one first.
Okay, BE by AC, BD by DA.
BE by EC is equal to BD by DA. Done. Okay, now I have to take the other one. Let me change the color. I'm taking this and this now. So now I will take this and this. Okay. Remember, I'm not taking this. Okay. So A, D. Now this time I'm taking the vertical orange wala. So F, B, and vertical. So E. I'm not going towards C. Now what will I write, ma'am? These are parallel. So BF by FE, BD by DA again. Again they are equal. So gone. So this should be equal. What they asked us, BF by FE. BF by FE comes out to be BE by EC. Very easy. So these are comparatively easy when you see directly. Okay, let's move to the next one. Now this is very easy.
Okay.
You should do.
So
If she does not
x-axis.
do this, I will not even solve next one.
Yeah. So x-axis divides the join of this 2 comma minus 3, 5 comma 6 in the ratio of.
Yeah.
Since it is x-axis, y is equals to 0.
Y coordinate will be gone.
Gone.
Okay, so consider this is an x-axis. There is a 5 comma 6 and there is a 2 comma minus 3, and the x-axis is dividing the joint of this line, correct? So I consider x-axis. Oh, this I don't know. Wait, let's erase this and let's do it again. So we'll do one thing. We'll see that this is 2 minus 3, let us say, and this is 5 6.
Yes.
So somewhere here is 5 6. Sorry, I changed the color before. It's okay, it happens. We get the x-axis. So which coordinate, ma'am?
Y is equal, x-axis divides, so y equals to
So
0.
this is
A comma.
anything, but this is 0. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll be using lambda is to 1 or any.
Okay, lambda is to 1 is fine. Okay, let's start.
So we have to take this, so we'll directly
Use the section formula.
Yeah, section.
So we can say lambda times y coordinate,
6.
which is 6 lambda
Yeah, minus 3
minus 3 because
By
1
lambda
times minus
plus
3 by lambda plus 1 will be
equals
equal to.
0.
We are taking this because this is unsure. We are
Yes.
not sure. So we are sure about this. We will take that.
So
Now,
6 lambda equals to 3 because
yeah, correct.
so lambda equals to 1 by
2.
so
Fine.
1 is to 2.
Yeah, 1 by 2 is to 1 is nothing but 1 is to
1 is
2.
to 2.
Correct. A option.
So you can just take y coordinates instead
Yeah.
of wasting.
Correct. Too much time you should not
Yeah.
do that. Let's try next one. Okay, I'll solve it. It says a number of the form 8 to the power n, which where n is any number greater than 1, cannot be divisible by which number? 1 can divide 8. Just take n as equal to 2. Solve all, because they said n is any number greater than 1. Just take 2. Then what is the number? 64. Is 64 divisible by 1? Yes.
Yes.
By 64?
Yes.
By 40? No. I'm not checking only this. This is the correct answer, because this is only which cannot divide 64. Can 2 to the power 2n divide? Yes, because 2 to the power 2n is nothing but this. So it is nothing but 4 to the power n. If I take n as some 2 value, it will be 8. So can 8 divide 64? Yes. So 8 can divide 64. I will not waste my time here in the exam, because I know that 40 cannot divide 64. Everything is sorted. Done. Okay, let's solve the next one. The fraction 7 by q. Okay.
Okay, has a terminating decimal expansion, so 2 power n, 5 power n. Which of these cannot be q?
So this should not be either of these two.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is 2 cube into 5.
Okay, this is, then it is terminating.
Yeah, so this is 2 square into 2 cube, 2 power 5 into 5 power 0.
Okay.
Here it is 3. Why are we wasting time like looking at?
We found 3. Done.
Yeah.
So we always go through the options. We saw 3. The number has to be either 2 or 5, not 3. So where does 3 came from? Wrong answer. Done. That's the correct. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, let me solve this one now. Or in the triangle PQR below, S and T are 2 points on the sides RP. You can see the diagram and read the question. Smart people. This line is parallel to this line. The ratio of RT to TQ, this is given as 1:2. The area of RST is given as 100. So you should remember the area of similar triangles. Then you can find this area. What is that formula? That area of similar triangle RST divided by area of similar triangle, the bada wala triangle, or RPQ, is nothing but the sides का ratio का whole square. So it is nothing but RT divided by TQ का whole square, or square of the sides, whichever way you learn, your choice. RST का area is given 100. The complete area I don't know. Let us take the complete area as capital A. What is the side RT? What is the ratio? 1:2. So I'll just take 1:2 and square it. Correct? This is RQ. Correct. I thank you for letting me know. I didn't write RQ. So this will become 3, because RQ will become 3 then. You will say, sir, why you are taking exact values? I'm not taking exact values. You take this K, you take this 2K, you'll get 3K. When you take the ratio, the K will be gone. Thanks for letting me know. So 1/3 is what? 1/9. So 100 by A. So A is what? 900. So the complete area is what? 900. What will be this then? 800. They didn't set a trap for you, but if I would have been there, I would have set a trap again. Then it would have been this answer, but no, this is the correct answer. Okay, great. Let's move to the next one then, and you solve the next one. Oh, same, no? BPT again.
Same.
So major questions are BPT, very easy. Okay.
Yeah, ST is parallel to QR.
Okay.
Point S divides PQ in the ratio of 4:5.
Okay.
ST is 1.6.
Okay.
What is the length of QR? Same thing again.
We can apply similarity. See, I did mistake one thing. I didn't tell you they are similar also, because when DPT holds, similarity comes with it. Because this angle is equal to this angle will be equal to this angle. So the complete two triangles are similar. They are always similar. In BPT, the triangles have to become similar. So similarity rule.
Yeah, again, 4 + 5, 9.
Correct. This is what you should not miss in a hurry. I missed it last time. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to find QR. So ST by QR equals to PS by PQ.
So 4/9. Okay, you have put greater values.
Yeah.
You should not do exam like this. Put values and solve.
So yeah.
So now you get
0.4
into 9, which is
3.6.
absolutely, we got this answer. Okay. They are giving not data and all. Okay, let me see if you can solve this one. I'll use all this one.
Okay. So P and Q are two positive integers such that P equals to
Q and Q
Q
is equal to.
PQ whole square. So for convenience, I'm writing P square Q square.
Now they are asking, ma'am, LCM.
LCM.
Okay.
So we have studied in third, fourth. We have been studying from third and fourth.
Take the highest power.
Q square.
Done.
Done.
So done. Don't write only.
Yeah.
Q square. Remember, for HCF, you always take the smaller power. P square Q. If nothing is there here, let's say there was no here Q, there was no Q, then you should have taken no Q. Should be common and lowest. There the lowest would have been 0 power, which is Q to the power 0, which is 1. That's why. Let's solve the next one. Okay, I solve this one. See, to solve this problem, understand a very basic thing. You are given an equation of cos square minus sin square. They are asking you to find the value of cos. How can we solve? If we use some identity, correct, ma'am?
Yes.
And there is an identity, correct? What's that identity?
Sin square theta.
Cos square theta. So rather than adding sin square plus cos square, to save our time, we should write sin square. This is how you should also play with them. If they are playing with you, you play with them back. You say, I'm going to use this one, so that now you can solve this way. Now if you go and just add, your life is sorted. Why? This is gone. This is 2 cos square theta. This is why they wanted cos theta. No. So now 1 plus 3 by 4, 7 by 4. So cos square theta is what? 7 by 8. What is the root of 8? Root 7. What is the root of 8? 2 root 2. What's the option? No option. Oh, there is this whole root, okay? If it is not shown here, this is because it has to be root 7 by 8. The complete root should come, no? Okay? So it is complete root, okay? This becomes the correct answer. Okay, now we will solve the next one. Okay. Now again the properties we have to use, no?
Yeah.
Let's start.
P and Q are zeros of the polynomial. What is the value of 1 by P 1 plus 1 by Q plus PQ? So I solve this by using splitting middle term.
Or we can just use the property and solve. Why
Yeah.
can't we?
Yeah. So P.
So we can use that alpha beta wala concept rather.
Yeah.
So we can say P plus Q is what? Minus B by A.
Yeah.
So it will be, let's first erase it. You write from beginning, ma'am. Okay.
Yes. So
P plus Q you can solve.
minus 4 by minus 4 by 4.
Which is 1.
1.
If you can solve, you can understand. Minus A, B by A. Okay. Then you can find, okay, it will be 1 by 4. Now what we can do, I'll just do it. Okay, here, so that you can put the value. So now what we can do, we can see that PQ we should not find individually. Let's take the LCM. Don't take in the complete also, because you know what is this.
PQ. Yeah.
Yes. So take the PQ here, you get P. You will say no, sir, you'll get Q plus P. Okay, I know, but 2 plus 3 is 3 plus 2. So P plus Q I know. What is that, ma'am? 1.
Plus
Why forgot
PQ.
that? Yeah. 1,
Yeah. 1 by 4. So 4
4
plus
PQ.
1.
1 by 4. PQ
Yeah.
is 1 by 4. So it becomes 4 plus 1 by 4.
17 by.
Ma'am is just solving
Yeah.
it
If
for you.
I would have used splitting middle term, it would have taken longer.
And it would have not solved, no, because B square minus
Yes.
4AC would have given me a square.
Yes. Yeah, but
It
we
would have
can
given me
splitting.
0.
Yeah, minus
I
2
don't know.
by.
I don't want to solve only that.
But this is easy.
Okay. Which of the following will have the maximum number of 6 when written in decimal form? Okay. 0.666. 0.5. Because 1 by 2. 0.6. 0.6666. Again apply your brain. Not every time they will give you this. This is terminating. This is terminating because 3 by 6 is nothing but 1 by 2. They are fooling you. If you think denominator has 3, no, it is gone. 5 is there, terminating, non-terminating. Non-terminating will have infinite. There is no comparison of non. Just check that non-terminating is giving you 6. Somewhere it has to give you 6. If 1 6 comes and it will keep on repeating. Simple. Let's solve the next one. See, we have finished 80% and now
Case study.
this is the question which is like the
Yeah, it's
another level.
yeah. Okay.
We'll
so,
go very slow here to make you understand this. Okay.
Yes. Shown below is the top of the top view of the stadium. There is a badminton court at the center. The stadium is surrounded by a jogging track. The track is semicircular in shape at the top and the bottom of the court.
Okay.
The fountains converge at the center of the respective semicircles. The jogging track has a uniform width of 2 meters. So this is 2.
Remember in this question, this is a semicircle. This is a semicircle. You are seeing that there is a fountain. A fountain, you know, this like coming out of water, like good looking. So that good looking water is converging and this fountain is centered at this point. Okay, at this point. Similarly, here the fountain is converged this way. So this is a white fountain, this is a lesser white fountain compared to it. And this gray area is the complete jogging track where you are running. So there will be a lot of questions coming.
Yes, so it center, no, so this is center. Again, like,
Yeah.
there will be questions based on this, so I'm,
Correct.
yeah,
Let's move to the next first one.
yes.
We have just kept the image because the theory like not required now.
What is the area of the jogging track?
We'll not solve it completely for you. Take your calculator and solve it. Yes, ma'am, you can solve this one.
Yeah, so jogging track, so this, right, the gray, the complete gray area.
Yeah.
So here, if we break, these are two semicircular, like,
Yeah.
yeah, so, and this is rectangle. So this is 40, this is 2.
Okay.
So 40 into 2, length into breadth. How many are there? 2 are there. So
Okay.
again 2. 2 times of 40 into 2. Plus,
Plus we have to add the area of these semicircles.
yes. So what is the area of pi by 2 r square? So 2 semicircles, that means pi r square.
Okay.
Pi
So
r
you can
square.
always write 2 times of it, but you are not showing it to the teacher. So just write.
Yes.
Yes.
So pi r square minus r square, because it is a ring kind of, right?
So what she did just now, she just gave you half and ate half. She said that you find this semicircle area, you find the bigger and smaller you subtract, you get this
The ring.
donut kind of thing, but in 2D. Okay. So now what you see is you have to find this radius and all. That's the trouble.
So now this is 40.
Okay.
This is the center.
Okay.
So this will be 20.
Outside
Yes, the complete thing is 20.
bigger is 20. Okay.
Yes. This is 2. So small r will be 80.
Okay. Now we can put the values and solve.
Yeah.
We are not solving. That's what we told you. The answer I don't know. D or something comes.
Yeah. 398.64 will be
Okay.
the answer.
So we can solve it later on. You people are smart. We are not solving. Let's move to the next one. What is this area occupied by the fountain shown below the code? So see, this is a very simple case. Area occupied by this is nothing but this sector. Don't apply too much of your brain and take this one. This is outside jogging area. This is in jogging area. So there is no fountain there. Fountain is inside. So what is the angle? 45. What's the radius? The smaller radius r. We know the value of r, which is 18 and nothing else. So we know the area of the sector. What's that, ma'am?
Pi
So
r
theta,
square into theta by 3. Yeah.
whichever you write.
Yeah.
I generally prefer theta writing first.
Yeah.
Theta by 360 into pi r square. Now you know theta is 45 divided by 360 multiplied by pi. Put 3.14. Don't be over smart and put 22 by 7. Why? Question said it 3.14. You will not get the same answer. Radius is 18 square. थोड़ा solve, like you have to solve it also. I bet it in Hindi zone. So you have to solve also. ऐसे नहीं आता है, ठीक है? So let's move to the question 43. Okay, ma'am, you read it.
The cost of gardening is 300 per meter square, rupees 300 per meter square, and the area of fountain next to flower bed is 150 meter square. What is the cost of gardening the flowers?
So they are talking of this area now, because next to flower bed, correct?
Yes.
So we can apply the same formula and find the area of the
You know,
fountain.
area of sector, area of semicircle, everything. So we can.
So what we can do, we have to find the, so it is written cost of gardening. Okay, we will talk about it later. Area of the fountain next to flower bed is given. Area of fountain. So this area is given to you. Okay. Remember, this area is given to you. But they are asking what is the cost of gardening flower bed. This is the flower bed. Okay, everyone. All the students, please understand. This is the segment, not the sector. So let's find the sector, subtract it from this small triangular area.
150.
So 150 is this area. So we'll have theta. So 100 by 360 into
Pi of 18 square. Same thing. Again, you have to solve.
pi of 18 is, no, 18 square. Correct. This time the angle changes.
Yeah.
So whatever value you will get the area of this whole sector. Subtract the area of this small rectangle, triangle inside it. You will get the segment area. So what you are finding area of sector? What is given area of
Flower
this?
bed. That is this.
Yeah, this flower bed something. This is given. Fountain is given. No.
Yeah, sorry, fountain,
Fountain
is
is
given.
given.
Flower we have to find.
So then we have to find flower bed, that is segment. So already this rectangle area is given. Why did they give you? Why did they give you this area? Because this was
we can't
100.
find. Yeah.
And
Because
you
we
people can't find it. So now this is simple, you subtract. Whatever you get, multiply by 300. Simple. Let's move to the next one. If the rate of fencing is rupees 150 per meter, what is the cost of fencing the flower bed only on the curved portion of its boundary? See, it's a very simple question. What I will do is very simple thing. I have to find this portion, which is the boundary of the, what do you say, the flower bed. So what you will do, you will have to do pi. So generally, what is the circumference of a circle? 2 pi r. But right now we are taking half the circumference, so it will be pi r. In this, the radius I have taken as r because this is inside. The flower bed is inside. So pi into 18, and the cost you know is 15. You just multiply all this value, you will get some answer. Oh, I'm sorry, 150. You will get the answer. I hope it will be around 4710 only. Okay, you can try on your own. Okay, let's move to the next one. What is the length of the boundary of the stadium? Again, very stupid thing. Of the stadium, that's what you have to understand every time. Now they are talking about this outside. So see, this is 40. This is 40. So basically this is 80 plus, which is 2 pi r. And radius you have to take this time the bigger one. Why bigger one? Because
boundary of the stadium.
Which is outside.
Yes.
Then you solve, you'll get something I don't know.
205.6.
Acha, okay, she knows now. Okay, now let's move to the next last question. It's a very good question and a tricky question. Let's start and read the case first. Yeah.
Shown below is the town plan on a coordinate grid where one unit is 1 kilometer. Consider the coordinates of each building to be the point of intersection of the respective grid lines. Note, consider the horizontal axis as x.
Okay.
And vertical axis as y-axis.
Okay. So now you just keep on looking. These are house. Just read the legends which is given. Then this is the police. This is the fire. Sorry, this is pond. This is fire. This is police. This is
water tank.
This is school. This is house one. Hospital. This is hospital.
And all H1, H2.
They are house. Be very sure when you are reading it. Okay. Let's move to the question now. Which of the following pair of houses has the same abscissa or x coordinate? Ma'am, you explain this one.
We look into the options directly. House 5, house 6. So no, it is wrong.
They are because the x is changing.
Yeah, x coordinate is different, right? Y coordinate is same, not x coordinate.
5 and 7.
5 and 7. This is 5. This is 7. Same x coordinate. 4. Done.
This is easy. Not every time you get. I don't know why I gave this question to ma'am. Okay,
Yeah.
let's solve the.
What is the distance between school and house 1 along the path shown?
This is school, ma'am.
Yes, sir. This is house 1.
So we have got this as the distance, correct?
Yes.
How can we find this distance, ma'am?
So we'll be using Pythagoras theorem.
We have to get a right angle triangle then?
Yes.
Okay, so we can find this distance. We
Yes.
have to read these lines perfectly.
1 kilometer, 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer.
So basically we can write just
3 kilometers.
okay.
Sir, this is 2 kilometers.
Okay, 3 plus 3 square plus 2 square. 13.
Plus 430, root 30.
Remember root 13. Don't forget to take
Yeah.
the root. We are just playing with you otherwise. Okay, so root 13. Fine. I hope this is clear. Let's move to the next one. Okay, I'll solve this one now. So now you have a well is dug. There is a well which is dug at a point along the path joining the pond and the hospital. Here is the pond and here is the hospital. Some well is dug in between. I don't know where, okay? The ratio of the distance between the pond, remember this is the pond beta, I encircled it. So, and that the well is, hospital is 4:1. So this line, the well is somewhere where this is 4 and this is 1. This is what you have to remember exactly, okay? This is 4, this is 1. What is happening now? What is the x coordinate of the well? So where is well? This is my well, okay? So I can always use the section formula. This is a question of section formula. Now I know the p coordinate. What is the coordinate of p, ma'am? 3, 5. What is the coordinate of hospital, ma'am? 5, 3. The ratio is 4:1. So 4 into 5 plus 1 into 3 divided by 4 plus 1. Correct, ma'am? X into
Yes.
m1 x2 m2 x1.
Yes.
20 plus 3 by 5, 23 by 5. Okay, which is 5 4s are 20, 5 6 are 30. So it comes out to be 4.6. Simple. Good. Let's move to the next one. Only 2 remaining, and then I hope that you people have revised the complete syllabus also. What is the ratio in which house 1, where is house 1, ma'am, now?
House 1.
Okay, divides the path joining house 3 and police station. House 3, oh, this is where. What you have to do, don't measure the distance. Just see what's the coordinate of house 1. X coordinate, it has 3. What is the coordinate of house 3? X coordinate, 2. What is the coordinate of police station? 5. Let's say the ratio is lambda is to 1. I'm only writing x coordinate because I'm saving time. So what I can write, ma'am? Lambda into
5.
Plus
Plus 2.
into 1, which is 2, okay, by lambda plus 1, and the x coordinate is equal to 3. So this becomes 5 lambda plus 2 equals to, this has to go this side. So 3 lambda plus 3, this will give us 2 lambda equal to minus, oh sorry, 1, stupid me. So lambda is equal to 1 by 2.
1:2.
That's the correct answer. Very simple. Now you also apply little brain. How can root come when you are solving linear equations? Just remember you are solving linear equations, but this 3 didn't let me do the elimination method. That's why I was stuck. If there was no, this was also root, no, then I would have just said no root can come, because cross multiplication in linear equation can never create a root. You are taking rational numbers and suddenly an irrational number comes in, not happening. So remember all these things. Last question. Which of the following are separated by the same distance? Ma'am, can you solve this one? Okay.
Yeah. So school
And
police
police.
station.
Where is school?
This
Here.
school, this is police station. So we can actually use this is
We should not actually find
it. Yeah.
Correct.
So we
This is
just
a
use
trick.
a diagram and do it.
This is one.
Yeah. This is the
So
school
we have
and
to-
police
so we
station.
have to find this
Yeah.
red line. Okay.
Next, pond and house 8. So I'm just looking at the options and see which is same as school and police.
So we have to remember that this is 1 and this is how much?
4.
4. So wherever we find two lines which have 1 and 4,
That is the answer.
we will hit that same. Okay. So now
Pond and house 8.
pond
This
is
house
where?
8.
This is house 8. There is pond.
This is pond.
So
So
this is 4 and 2 not working. Leave.
next,
School and house 1.
house 1.
School is this, house 1 is this, not
No.
looking like only. Water tank and house 3. Where is water tank?
Water tank is here.
And house 3 is here.
Here. So,
So if you wait, change the colors. Yes, now you join up.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is 1.
This is 1.
This is 4.
This works. You don't need to solve the exact value. See, if you are getting 1:4 as this 1:4, it doesn't matter if the right angle triangle is like this, or like this, or like this. If it is 1, this is 4. If this is 1, this is 4. If this is
Done.
1, this is 4. Done. They will always give the same hypotenuse. And now we think that we have finished.
Yes.
So, all the best.
All the best for your exam.
And remember that some questions will be tricky. And if you are solving them, just read them before you mark them. Always remember, if you have not seen, ma'am also made one video how to mark, what the
Yes.
rule they should follow.
Yes.
Remember that, you will see that video also, so that will help you in marking the correct way.
Yes.
Other than this, I hope all the exams that you do after this also will be good. All the best for your upcoming exams, every exam. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bring learning alive practically.